But this idea
it's like
that
that's a sad life. Who wants to like work like their whole life? Like that's not
so many people do that.
No,
You guys live in
and
fantasy
they hate
land.
their life.
To be clear, I think women should have the option to work, but I think there should be a cultural narrative and push to actually push towards nuclear family and traditional gender roles. Because there's been a massive push ever since feminism to, no, women, focus on college, focus on your career, family, children should be secondary.
I think it's built like that because men will leave you. And then what do you have? You have nothing but a child to take care of.
I mean, our divorce rates are the highest they've ever been.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now it's women will leave you. It's not clear to me if men were like massively divorcing their wives in the 50s.
Probably infidelity. We have one person here that's literally a victim of that. I know multiple people.
Okay.
And being left.
Yeah, men and women cheat, but
it's like, just like, so we're gonna need to have something for our own. Like, if we're gonna be divorced, what are we gonna do? Like, you as a human being, you should make sure you're good, because you come into this world alone. You're gonna die out of this world alone. Like, you need to make sure that you're good. And to be so like centered around dating and just like a significant other or children or whatever, it's toxic. It can be toxic, and it can be self-imploding, because it's like, when are you going to take care of you and make sure that you're good and stop letting everyone suck all the energy out of you? Like,
I almost feel like it's a privilege to not have to work, to have a man there.
What happens if you guys get divorced? Like, you need to have something for yourself.
I mean, well, there's robust legal system that protects. There's
Indiana's
legal,
got no alimony, though.
I don't know if that's the only state that doesn't have alimony. My understanding is the majority of states in this country do have alimony, so that would be one mechanism by which women could be protected in the event of some divorce. But overwhelmingly, men don't initiate divorces. So
No.
it seems like women initiate.
Even
it's
if
not that
women
it seems,
do
women
initiate
do
it,
initiate divorces more.
Even if that is true, as they should, because why should someone stay married to someone and be unhappy for the rest of your life? Again,
men can also
about
just
you.
okay, so what if the man just wants to divorce a woman for that reason?
Okay, cool, but
But you
woman
said-
should have something to fall back on. Like, who's gonna take care of you?
That's exactly your point.
That's the whole point of, like, that's the whole reason. Honestly, I think feminists even made it such a huge
because
issue. Is like,
once
girl, you
the
need
guy
to
left, what do I do?
Right, like, you need to make sure
Oh,
that
sure.
you are good.
Well,
And,
hold on, this idea
your
that-
whole purpose in life isn't just to have kids and like serve a man. Like,
This idea that women who have been married for years and years and years and they're just going to end up destitute and homeless because they get divorced is totally bogus.
Not
Of
necessarily
course, it is going to
homeless.
have a financial impact on the woman, but this idea that like women can't, end up finding a job or
But
picking
who
their
wants
life
to
together
have a
is
minimum
ridiculous.
wage? Who wants to have
That's
a 9
what
to
I'm
5
doing.
their whole life? Like, no.
Who? Wait,
Who
what?
wants
Repeat
to have
that?
a 9 to 5 their whole life?
Wait. That doesn't even make sense. So
A
okay.
woman isn't just going to get divorced and then have a career waiting for her. Like, she needs to build
Well,
something for
there's-
herself to fall
women
back
can
on.
get, hold on. Yeah, okay, if you've been out of the workplace for a while, maybe it's going to be difficult. You're not going to be jobless. You'll find a job eventually. You'll find your way. This idea that women are going to be homeless, there's massive social safety nets for women. There's plenty of
not enough.
There's plenty, but also I don't understand this idea that the woman doesn't want a 9 to 5, but you're arguing that they should have a 9 to 5. Which is it? Pick a lane. No, it's
Not
either.
a 9 to 5, a career. Not a 9 to 5,
A career does not have to be 9 to 5.
Hold on, women throughout their whole lives will have a 9 to 5. Isn't that a career, by the way?
No.
No,
That's working
a 9
for
to 5
somebody.
is a
Yeah, it's a
job.
9 to
Literally
5. That's a
being
job where you're working
A
for
slave to the system.
Yeah.
That's not
Most
a,
people
that's
are
not
a slave to the
career.
system.
They are.
Exactly,
That is
and that's
true.
not okay. It's not.
What?
It's not good.
You realize? Wait. That's
I'm
incoherent.
curious.
Hold on. Wait. You realize that society is, for society to function, people are slaves to the system and have 9 to 5 jobs and are employees. Like, that's the majority of people.
That's great, but you shouldn't do that your entire life. Like, leave that to the
what's
like
wrong with
younger
that?
people.
Wow, what's wrong
There's
with
more
that?
to life than that. That's such
Most
a dull
people-
life.
That's
I know most
Okay,
people.
not
and
everybody's
most
going to be a
people-
rock star. Not
It's not
everybody's
even
gonna
about
be,
that. It's like in other countries, like people having a job, like the things that we get taught here in the United States is just like
It's dull.
You think
it's
you
dull
think in,
and it's and
you think in
there's
Italy
more to
everybody's a fucking rock star?
That's not no, but there.
I'm glad
there's
you brought up Italy.
More to life than just
actually,
working.
'cause, like, there's like literally.
But
Yeah,
but this
they are.
idea
It's like
that
that's a sad life. Who wants to like work like their whole life? Like that's not.
so many fucking people do that.
No,
You guys live
yeah,
in
and
fantasy
they hate
land.
their life.
No, not necessarily. I think
do.
I think look, a job.
The
maybe it's
statistics
not,
for 9 to 5
hold on,
people,
let me
they
finish.
do.
Let me finish. Maybe like yeah, having a 9 to 5 might not be super fulfilling, but most people realize that you know what, I'm not going to amount to anything more.
That's horrible.
Okay, well it is.
That's the American
Okay, welcome to
thinking.
fucking reality. Here's your
Welcome
wake up
to
call.
America.
Bro, what? Bro, you don't know. Hold on. I actually think we are so pampered that we believe we all are owed some amazing career, and you all want to be rock stars and
not
movie
about
stars
amazing
and all
career. It's
not
and
even
fucking
about
boss
seeing the
babes, all this
world.
bullshit.
It's about wanting
No,
more.
it's not. There's a
Yes.
greater duty than just fucking traveling and getting
I
fucked
think
by some
traveling.
guy in Ibiza.
Nobody's saying that. I
Nobody's
think traveling is.
That's
I
great.
think traveling. Everyone should travel like that. Like
That's what
how
makes
you see the
ignorant
world.
people.
That's how
women
you
and men-
Ignorant people don't
learn.
travel.
Women and men, mass travel is like it's a blip on the radar in terms of human history. Most people didn't leave fucking 10 miles for all of human history. You
That's
lived in your
sad.
fucking
That's-
village
that's
for your
really
whole
sad.
life. I don't think, look,
That's
traveling's great. I actually don't think it's all that sad. Humans have been happy living in their village, having families, having children. Traveling's great. You can do it. You don't need to be some like people who drive buses for work go on vacations. This idea that vacations and traveling is exclusively like the realm of the ultra wealthy is ridiculous. People with normal jobs travel all the time. They even travel internationally. This idea that, well, if you have a 9 to 5 job, no. Probably the majority of people who do travel have normal 9 to 5 jobs. You don't need to be some giga millionaire playboy, playgirl, whatever, to go
don't have
to
to-
Costa Rica.
You don't have to be that. There, you could be.
Right, but it's not
a doctor.
sad to have a 9 to 5
You could be a
job.
scientist. You
People,
could be-
the point I was going to make is people make the trade-off. They're like, you know what, look, I'm not going to be a movie star. I'm not going to be a rock star. I'm not going to do some big, massive thing. But they will say, you know what, I've got the job. It covers my expenses. I can have my leisure time after work and on the weekends. I can enjoy and I can pursue my passions on my time off.
It's usually not the case with the 9 to 5.
like at all.
At all.
Hold
we
on, 9 to
personally
5.
had
You
a
have
9 to
weekends.
5.
Hold on, there's plenty. What?
It's not enough. 3 days is
Usually
not
9 to 5 people
enough.
are living
The weekend-
paycheck to
this is-
paycheck.
And
the
they're living
majority of people
paycheck
have-
to paycheck.
Hold on, the majority of people have these jobs and they live mostly happy, fulfilling lives. And this idea that if you have a 9 to 5, it's all gloom and doom and they enjoy their leisure time off of work. Yeah, sure, it'd be nice if nobody ever had to work ever, I guess, and we could just play video games all day and
No,
fuck and do all
but
this
you
crazy
can
shit.
definitely create a bigger a career. You don't need to just have a 9 to 5 and then marry someone, have kids, then you guys don't work out, then it's back to a 9 to 5.
Why would you
Like,
assume that
no.
though? Why does that have to be the
Because
default?
if a woman is not banking anything for herself, what's gonna happen? Will have nothing but a basic job.
Okay, and what about if a woman strictly pursues her career ambitions and she's 35 and she doesn't have kids and she doesn't have a family and then we push it to 40 and we push it to 45. So there's negative
What's
outcomes.
wrong with that?
There's negative outcomes. Well, what's wrong with a woman getting married?
Nothing, but definitely have something
why do
for
you seem-
yourself
why do
too.
you seem
Don't just be a housewife.
If you can assume the worst for the traditional scenario, then you also can assume the worst for the modern scenario, which is she never gets married, she never has kids,
What's wrong
and she
with that?
dies alone.
It's not dying alone. I would love to die with my friends. Like, are you kidding me?
You think they're your friends now, but I'm guarantee you, if they end up with somebody, you'll call them once a year and you'll never see them.
That's
Trust
just
me.
not true.
Trust me. I've got a bunch of friends who got families.
Yeah,
Like,
but that's the issue
it
with
changes,
your generation.
It changes
That's
things.
the issue with your generation.
My generation. This is going to be more the case for your generation.
I just don't think so.
You know what? To each
We have a
their
way
own.
more sense of community. We have a way more
I would be willing to bet that you two don't know each other in 20 years' time. How long have you known each other?
Long enough.
What, a year?
No.
You met 3 months ago? How long have you guys
No,
known each
longer.
other? Why?
Couple years.
Couple years? You guys won't be friends in 20 years.
Yeah, that's just not the case.
Okay. Prove me wrong.
We've gone through way too much,
Okay.
and we literally live
I don't need
together.
to prove
Like,
anything to anybody.
Okay, what happens when homegirl over here, she wants to move in with her fiance in, I don't know, New York, and you want to stay on the West Coast?
Cool, we already
that's
have friends
fine.
that
We
do
already
that, and
ha-
visit
we
them all
literally
the time.
live by coastal.
That's the
like,
reality of
the
life.
reality is
All
we're
right.
gonna have multiple homes. Like we already do.
Hit me
Yeah,
up.
too, like-
We already do that.
Send me a reminder. Send me a reminder email in 20 years. We'll see if you guys are still friends.
I will do that.